Hello, Armchair Warriors. Tom back again with another riveting episode of my Japanese campaign at Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification 11.3.4. We do have I think I've mentioned before that 11.35 is certainly out. Kind of holding off on implementing that here in this game, mainly because another game I was playing in, I noticed there was like a respam of the Spanish Civil War, even though that had concluded many years prior when I switched over from 11.3.4 to 11.3.5. So I think I'm going to kind of taking a little bit of a chill side here and not implement that here in this game, just to avoid that kind of happening here. Um, we have, well, once actually the save game loads up here, we have left off with we've already conquered Wake and Guam Islands quite handily. Those are very quick conflicts. We are pushing deep into the Philippines from our two northern sectors that we landed in and our southern as well. Let me double check to make sure that I have. Yes, that's auto created, and I've got plenty of ships there to handle all the convoy situation I've got to take care of. We've got some garrisons that are not attached to. Oh, that's right. These are all. So yeah, I come back after not playing for a few days, and I forget some of the specifics here. This is the Manchukuo garrison setup here. There's 8 different garrisons. I need to assign them leaders, and also get them. Oh, they also have. We also have 2 Kempentai that need to get shipped over. Um, that we need to get them shipped over seas here. Typically, they're supposed to be used or supposed to be set up here in Manchukuo, but I will probably scatter them throughout the through China. Probably. I don't know how I'll set them up, but that'll be for a later emphasis. Anyway, Philippines. We're getting staged for the Midway Island invasion. We got a couple of Marines set up there. Oh, look, there's a American plane, twin engine fighter. Um, Actually, I don't know where all of our Marines are, to be honest. Okay, it looks like the vast majority are here in the Philippines still. I know I got 2 there. There should be 3 up here, right? Yep, 3. And then 2 down here. So that's 7. So I got 3 on Midway, or on Wake Island. Man, I just so much want to get Midway, don't I? I keep just mentioning it over and over again. We got 3 Marines. That should be more than sufficient for what we need there. And I've got 3 groups of landing craft. That's 900 weight total. Um, yeah, I could lose 2 of those 3 fleets of landing craft and still be okay. That's like a worst case type scenario situation there. Do we have anything else coming in? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, those are just passenger ships there, which I need to bring them back up to here. Well, are the garrisons more important right now? Or we need to continue getting this taken care of? Yeah, I think we need to continue taking care of this here. Oh, that's minus those 2 guys. So I got another group that we got to ship out here. Tons of troops moving into Siam, who we puppeted, mainly so we could retain their army. I was going to look at building an air base, but kind of decided against it. I figured it would just take, even at this quickest, the amount of time it would take to get the airfield built, and also reorg, what do you want to call it, to actually appear after paying for the build, just so then I could have my airborne troops drop on Palembang. It would it probably wouldn't get built fast enough before we're at war with the UK. I think it's like mid February is when I'll be able to plop it on the map, or it'll actually appear on the map, and then it'll be probably about a week or 2 before it finally is ready for use, and then I would have to land my transport planes on it. It just would be like March, early March. I feel if we're going to go to war with the UK, we can move into either his two air bases, probably this one, without too much of a problem. And its distance is not that great. 669, and our transport planes, which I believe I put them up here. No, thought I had put them up here. Are they on the way? Nope, they are still here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we can't. I do need to get them shipped down there rapidly, I feel. Uh, let's get this. Oh, that's right. He's going to Wake Island with the garrison. Oh, do we have another Marine on Wake Island? Man, catching up on what. That's right. I got all my Marines staged there. We're waiting for this tropical island garrison to come in and replace the Marines so then I can do the invasion of Midway. Catching up to what I did last, it just takes a while. I do apologize. We got a bunch of garrison troops here. Why is he here like that? It's a garrison guy. There's no need to, well, whatever. I don't have, so these were waiting for, if I remember right, yeah, we're waiting for these to get completed. Speaking of our production, let me take a quick spin through here on that too. So we're building a lot of our convoys and escorts we need to replace any losses that might be coming. Landing craft, next fleet of landing craft coming in February here, a couple months. Bunch of CAG, got a bunch of ships next year as well, heavy and light ships. And then we're working on our next round of Marines and next round of tropical island garrisons, which I need to put even more into the queue for all the different places I'll be taking. See, we got a bunch of stuff here, and eventually I need those mountaineers sooner than later. And it's not going to be for a couple of years before I get 1943, before I get my next two carrier groups. So, oh, there's all the tropical island garrisons. I had put them on there already. Okay. It will be a while before we get our next set of ships in. Carrier groups, I should say. So I got to make do with what I have at this point in time. I don't think I have any diplomacy. This, if we revoke, we go to war with Russia. I don't want to do that at this point in time. Way Barbarossa's going is actually pretty decent. They're in the winter. Soviet Union had chosen the Soviet winter offensive, where basically they're going to push back on Germany, just like they did in the real war. They haven't done anything up north here. Actually, Finland's been the one that's pushing in. Germany, yeah, you can see where Russia's pushing all up and down along this line here. They've actually made some thrusts here and there, pushed the Germans and Italians and other assorted allies out of the territories that they took just a month or two ago. You can see we're just going down the line here. A lot of pushing by the Russians. This is interesting. So I don't know what the heck is going on here per se, but man, Germany looks like they're kind of trying to push further into here. That's a pretty big salient there, which, I mean, there's no Russian troops around here, it looks like. Just a few, a sparse amount up north. I mean, realistically, I guess follow the river, Terek River there, and Germany can cut that part, cut the Soviet Union in half there. This part of Russia is cut off entirely. Not that they would be out of supplies. They got a port here. They could ship supplies to, well, I don't know where they could ship supplies to. I don't see another port on the other side. So maybe they couldn't ship supplies. Huh. But in any event, that's how that's going. I don't see any bad areas of great note. Looks like the Italians might be kind of holding. They got pushed back over the Benghazi after going up to El Alamein. The Italians seem to have been stabilized here, or it may be possible that the British have kind of run out of steam as well. There's a lot of back and forth in this campaign that I always see. doing well in this area. Cool. So we just need to progress with our campaign here. At this point, we're just kind of waiting, not waiting. Well, we are waiting on Wake Island to get restaged and ready for our Midway campaign. And I have to say, I'm a bit kind of disappointed in as much that we haven't really encountered the American fleet at all. I'm kind of zooming in and out to see if I can't catch. Uh, that's something there. That's air. Um, well, no, that might be actually that might be a naval unit. And I have three of those subs are mine, so there's a destroyer, landing craft, and light cruiser in there, plus a liner. But I haven't seen any evidence. Yeah, just a few 37 units based here. Wow. Okay. I really haven't seen any evidence of the U.S. fleet. I've been hoping, other than a whole bunch of their. Now, these are my ships in here. I got 11 ships in here, so that means America has 6 ships in here, which is those subs. I've ran into, I think that was a 23 stack or 27 stack, and we've whittled it down to 6. That is all that I've encountered. Nothing else. So I'm rather disappointed. I was hoping for around, not necessarily around Wake per se, but I mean, by this point, having seen the American fleet, we've got so many assets out here. Apologize for coughing in my mic. I have so many assets out here. 3 carrier groups, 1 fleet, 2 light, plus a couple of destroyer. I think one destroyer group and 1 heavy cruiser group. Plenty of assets here in the Caroline Islands with where they would be at, and of course now around Wake, I had a whole slew of units, a whole slew of fleets. Nothing. So they haven't risen to my request for battle. Well, it is what it is, I suppose. So cool. Moving through Tagum. Oh my goodness, dry throat problems already. First start of the day here. I should invest in some throat lozenges, perhaps. I need to pick up the Marines that are in the Philippines as well because they're going to be utilized fairly soon. The 3 that I have on Wake, that's going to go to Midway. That's more than sufficient for Midway. But I need to also take, after Midway, I need to take the Johnson Atoll. Because if you look and kind of see here, Midway's up here. And we got a range about 1,600 kilometers, 1,800 kilometers to Hawaii. From Johnson Atoll, we're around 700 to 900 kilometers to Hawaiian Islands. So obviously we need to take Midway just because, we need it. That'll provide a nice launching off point. But then the next step, of course, will be Johnson Atoll because from there we will go to the Hawaiian Islands. I don't think we'll have, there is an air base here. I don't have any of my planes involved anywhere other than out here. I mean, I could. My medium bombers have 635. No, that's not enough range. I was thinking if we had enough range, we could, from Johnston Atoll, we could bomb the Hawaiian Islands, but they're just out of range. It's 800 to 900 kilometers to any of those areas there. So no, but nonetheless, that's good enough range as needed to rebase my fleets from, as well as Midway, and then attack Hawaii. Particularly landing craft and things like that. My Marines do need a jumping off point. I mean, we can make it from Midway using some of the landing craft. Actually, what is the range of the landing craft? I keep forgetting. Yeah, 2,500. So we can make it. Actually, we could probably make it from just barely. We can make the first island with our landing craft from Wake. But we're going to take Midway and Johnston next. Midway is the next one on the block, chopping block here. We'll send our Marines from Wake Island there, and once that's taken care of, and we're ensured that there's no American fleets trying to retake it, we'll then make our next move to Johnston Atoll and then Hawaii after that. In the meantime, I have Marines tied up in the Philippines that really don't need to be there. We have operations coming up soon besides Hawaii. I'll probably need most of my Marines for Hawaii, but we'll need some Marines here, Dutch East Indies as well. So probably going to take about 4 of the Marines that are involved in battles here of the 7. Yeah, 4 of the 7 that are involved in the Philippines. Take them here for the Dutch East Indies, Malaya. We're going to use a marine landing here on Sumatra, Selatan, so we can move into Palembang after that. That'll probably take a couple of Marines. Singapore potentially doesn't look like there's much there, honestly. But Singapore may potentially be a Marine invasion as well. I know there's a coastal fort, so that would be a tough road to haul, but nonetheless, we may do that. We'll need our Marines for Borneo, Dutch East Indies, anyways, to get those landings started. Take ports so that I can ship in, just like in the Philippines, so I can ship in my divisions so they can actually, my army can move in and take everything else. Marines will take the ports, army moves in and takes the rest of the island. So a lot of stuff happening soon, but we have time before we need to worry about the coming war with the UK. Not that I'm concerned at all about the war with the UK. I mean, realistically speaking, we will have that covered. I got 5 fleets here. Once the carrier groups that I've got tasked up here in the Philippines are finished with their job, and I think I got about 3 carrier groups throughout the Philippines, they'll then be tasked to head in this area. So we got a lot of movement. Okay, for a quick stop, 52nd needs to come down like so. There we go. We're moving in. Yeah, we need to get our... Do I have... Okay, so I got those ships there. What did I do with my other auxiliary ships? Oh, there we go. These landing craft can rebase to the port. I guess that's it. Kind of need to hunt down where all my all my landing craft type ships are. I seem to be losing track on their location. Yeah, we got a couple there. Did some make its way back there? Those are just passenger ships, which actually now I can redeploy up here. So we can start taking the rest of these guys here. There's only 14 more that need to be taken. 1, 2, 3 more groups, it looks like. No, actually, just 2 more groups. Yeah, slide him up there so he can wait for reinforcements. So just the two more groups here. Oh, good. Actually, we can load up him as well. We're just gonna send him down here. Actually, send him over here. I think maybe one of these last 2 core groups probably used for Dutch East Indies and Borneo. Use 1 in Borneo and 1 more for the Dutch East Indies. I think I got plenty right now for getting ready for Malaya, and yeah, I got troops galore moving all over the place here as we see. Got a bunch more here. So how many do I have here? 39. I'm not sure how many are going down to Malaya. I think just the 1. Hard to tell. Yeah, I think I just have 5 divisions going down through Malaya. That's all I really need. We don't need to worry too much. Philippines, their surrender value is around 33.4%. I think we've only taken these 2 victory point locations, 1 point locations, and this one, which is also 1 point location. So if 3 points is 33%, that means we need 6 more points. We're attacking Clark Field. That'll be another 33% right there. Manila, that'll be another 33%. So that's probably all we'll need. Holy cow, is that Am I doing my math correct? Surrender progress 33.4%. We have taken one, two. Actually, we've taken this one as well. Three. Okay, so yeah, that's not quite as good as I thought. Four. Four victory point locations, so we need eight more. Eight more in order to get this. So there's six there, one there, and yeah, we'll need this as well. Okay, that's what I was saying is we need all the northern victory point locations, this one here, and then any of the ones here. There's four separate victory point locations in the middle island chain here. Which that's what one of these guys here's tasked with. The one guy that will come up here, he'll go to this victory point location there. We're able to cross over throughout all the channel here. We don't need any shipping assistance. All right, let's let things ride. I do have supply going in there, and down south at both those locations. There we go. I was going to say, my guys are out of supply still. That's a bit distressing. Nope. We need the copper to be able to make builds. I think we have copper, yeah, too. So we need copper because that helps our naval builds, makes things get built quicker. While we're sitting around, we can head back like so. He can come down. Well, yeah, that's what we'll do there. That one will stay there. He's moving and he's moving. So basically, we're cutting off the northern forces this way. They'll kind of sit there. We will actually move him in because the 5th is going to move into Clark Field and just march all the way down. Which he needs to do the same thing as well. Up here, I mean, the 51st is going to come in and take all that, but yeah, we need to kind of begin pushing with all of our forces. 53rd's going to be coming down there very soon, so he can cut across like so and like that. There we go. This will be a great meeting of the minds pretty soon here. All right. So getting our Marines ready for being pulled out, but they also still need to kind of help out. Not that we need to conquer the Philippines too quickly, but we are going to puppet them as well. So I was checking on just to make sure that I had set that up properly. Several units in bad supply, but Mount Apo, fairly decent battles going on here. I mean, my guys are, we're not really encountering much resistance overall. The war's been going on with the United States here for the last 3 weeks, right? 2 weeks, I guess, a little over 2 weeks here. But we're just pushing them out and away everywhere we go. Clark Field, across the river. Well, yeah, across the river, we actually won that quite handily. That was not a problem at all. Yeah, that will be an easy. Large caliber machine gun. I'm not sure how we're doing how we're doing here, but that's a large caliber machine gun. It's just simply a learn it and leave it. Yeah, right there. We've got quite a few projects under our belt that we need. We're in the green for as far as our officer ratio goes. I know I kind of stress out and talk about how I would like to have 110%. That's an ideal world. I can afford it with Germany, for example, because I can reach that 110% before I go to war very easily and maintain it even with all the units that they get. Still waiting. Oh, naval combat. This is around Wake Island, or Midway Island. I got these two mixed up for whatever reason, I guess. I don't know. But largely subs, and I've got all my destroyers. Oh, Chikaku Zukaku are involved as well, too. Let's see how this goes. Now, they ran away, which I don't blame them. Let's have him support the attack so we can kind of wrap that up pretty quickly. We'll have him come down. So, oh, I see. Yeah, well, not much we can do about that. The loss of command and control is just out of our hands at this point. um, I don't think we have anything to worry about here. We're going to just redeploy our fleets. I don't think there's going to be any sort of issues around here. So all three of our carrier groups, we're going to keep our subs in place. Oh, we got another carrier group. I have 4 carrier groups over here. I thought I just had 3. This one actually will go to truck. I have to have one over here because when we go to war with the UK, I'll need a carrier group on those islands. We can leave our subs around. There's plenty of targets, I'm sure. I got destroyer group. That's oh, I'm redeploying the mini sub because there's nothing for the midget sub do anywhere else. I do have destroyer group up here, so we at least have some support. Looks like I'll have some. I have 5 carrier groups. 5 carrier groups. We will rebase them at truck as well. Yeah, for a second there, I thought that was a carrier group too, just based upon the icon. But so let's see. Let's actually move him up here so he can kind of assist in any battles this way. But yeah, I've got subs galore here, coastal subs, but I got subs galore that can help out if there's anything going on. Naval combat around the Hawaiian Islands. Lexington, Saratoga have finally shown themselves. It's too far for me to reach with any of my any of my fleets, so it is what it is. I'm going to lose the subs there, but it is what it is there too. Sierra Madre, cool. Yep, lost all 6 of our long-range subs to no loss of theirs. You would have thought that at least had a chance to somewhat sink them. Okay, this is what I was looking at. I think we're pretty much ready with these guys. I mean, yeah. Okay, so outside of Panama Canal, I do have 1 raider. We're going to put another one out here because we can't go through the Panama Canal. So we'll just kind of make sure that any and all shipping that goes through there is going to be taken care of. We are also going to send you off the coast. I mean, this will be kind of dangerous overall, but we're going to have you raid off the coast of America. I want the people in San Diego, Los Angeles to have quite the show, beachside show, as we sink all of the U.S. ships that come off of the coast here. Making sure they've got like a nice little line set up for a good blockade. I don't know what the effects are. I know there's an event that you get, or just notification that you're blockading your enemy, but I don't know what that actually truly entails. All right, now we'll kind of fill in the blanks a little bit, make sure that we've definitely got them not quite up to par. Let's actually wait. Also not quite up to par. I think these will all be, yeah, these will all not be quite where I need them to be. A few days still. So like this guy, the 196, I don't know how quickly they're gaining organization. Or, well, I can tell how quickly they're gaining organization, but I don't know how quickly they're gaining strength. That's all right. So once the other half dozen, 5 that we've got here, are ready, then we'll kind of use them to fill in the blanks a little bit. Set one like here so we can kind of close all that off. Set one here so we can kind of have a bit of a deeper cut to wherever their shipping comes from. And that'll make sure that we got America totally cut off there. All right. So working on getting those guys killed off here. Depth charge. We are way in advance where we need to be with depth charges, so good. We're going to cancel that for right now. I mean, that's a year behind, but we have other priorities, so I want to make sure I got some free space here. All right, everybody's moving. You know what? You're going to come in like so and do that because you're coming in like that. Yep. Not that we need to go out this way at all for any reason per se, but we want to kind of push the enemy back, keep them on their heels as much as possible. And actually, we kind of want to take that province, take this province. We can then hold this whole entire island without a problem, even if they retreat back to there. That's another reason why I got to get this as well. We got to kind of clear all this area up. So once we march up, we can take Laban, which is a victory point location. Based on my math, we will need it for sure. So we're all moving in the correct way. Okay. I'll let you guys go. We don't need to see the land troops anymore at this point. Oh, up here, do we have ships? Yes, we do. The last group, again, this is for the, they're heading back. Palembang, etc. How did you not get picked up? Weird. All right, so you'll ride with that other group, and you'll get dropped off there. All right, cool. So at this point now, I've got to start transporting all these garrisons, and they're 1,067. The Kemp Tai I got to get moved as well. They're 40, so yeah, they're kind of light. I think we can, yeah, we're not transporting a Centauan anymore. There's nobody in there. So we'll do that. Do I have any other transport ships around? Thought I was transporting the Kempentai. No, they're just moving. They are walking. I should have one here, but I don't. I don't see any other transport ships in my other locations. Auxiliary like landing craft. Okay. There. Oh, but they're on their way back. That's right. Okay, cool. So many ships there. All right. I think that is all. Those are not mine. That's all I can do at this point. Manila? Or Manila. Jeez. I was about to say Midway. I was about to switch it in my mind to Manila for whatever reason. Because I was like, no, Midway's not right. We're on Wake Island. And it came out as Manila. Man, I'm like, oh my goodness. All right. We're ready. We're throwing our invasion force on Midway at this point in time. We'll also move our other landing craft again, just so that way, oh, you need to get attached to that group. Just so that way I've got excess landing craft in the area if there's enemy subs presence or whatever. There is actually enemy subs. But that's right, there were 6. They're wounded. I fought them. What do we got here? So I have 7 fleets here, which that's the 5 destroyers and 2 heavy cruisers. So it's the U.S. planes that are there and the sub, because I don't have any planes here otherwise. I have a bunch of planes on Midway. All right. We have not taken any losses whatsoever with our shipping up here because we haven't faced anything. I think the pretty boats just kind of hanging loose up there, just defending, doing what they can do. Do I have anything here? I have a convoy raider. I'm told to go to Panama Canal. Why is he not going there yet? Let's cancel it and redo it. Reapply it. Okay. Merriman. Good, good, good. Oh, I was still looking at the islands here to make sure I didn't have like any subs that may have straggled their way. And no, I got everybody out that needs to be out. All right, so big battlefront is going to be. No, we don't need that, thank you. We don't need that, thank you. Big battlefront at this point is the Philippines. We got to keep a weather eye for any naval combat that may ensue. That's why I turned off my military, the land units, so I'm not seeing. There's not too much there. Malabang, cool. Just 2,300 troops just vanished there. So we gained another percentage point in IC efficiency. That's good. Cruiser bulkhead, cruiser vertical protection. That's those two. Um, yeah, we're doing really well with our research. I was kind of, I don't know if I was inadvertently afraid of where my research was going to be by this point. I mean, honestly, I should have switched over to naval research quicker. Like I should have done the naval doctrines a little bit quicker as well. Because here we are towards the end of 1941, and I'm still learning some 1940 tech, along with 1941 tech. But I think I'm okay. Manila, we didn't lose anybody. Must have been just headquarter units there. That's why. All right, that's fine. So we're collapsing in on here. Let's have. Okay, so they're coming down anyway. He's going to come down like so. He's helping here. Let's go into here and then across and then down like so. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. We will help. We will actually come in like so and do that. Beautiful. And this is all set up appropriately as well too. Or at least where I want to be right now. I don't have any, yeah, I didn't base any air units to assist here. All my air is over here for the coming war, which, oh, that reminds me. So 245. That means yes. So we can, let's see here. Where are we? There we are. So these three. Now I do have those guys there. First off, moving our fighters down here. I want to make sure that I have air superiority around this area. Next thing, I'm going to move one of my three CAS, close assault, close air, whatever, down there. These two, one is going to get set up here so we can assist with all the attacks around in this area. Whoops, there we go. How far up? Yeah, well, yeah, that's a goodly distance. And this next one will be up here. 245, or would it be better to be here? Yeah, there I could get all up and around here. Couldn't get up there, but I can set my bomber. I can get my short-range bomber or the light bombers set up in that one. All right, so that takes care of all those guys. Now I got another group of fighter bombers. We do have plenty of airfields, strangely enough, all throughout Malaya. So 315-kilometer range. Yeah, we'll rebase them here. Up here is where I don't. No, actually, I do have a lot of airfields. I don't remember there being so many airfields up in this area. Either the AI is building airfields or one of the latest patches, updates, put airfields throughout Burma and India, for that matter. I don't remember India having all these many airfields. Whoa. Okay. No, that's good. Whoops. So that's all those guys. Light bomber coming up here. And the medium bomber, because they've got the range, I'm going to put them down here as well. They're going to be used to assist in. Oh no, they won't be able to assist in landings here. Oh. Poop. Well, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I could. That's where they can be based. Here, all throughout the Dutch East Indies, they've got range. This is about the line right here, as far as I can go. But all throughout here, yeah, that's a good. This is a good area. Okay, so that's moving all the air units, right? I can check here and see. They're already placed in place. That's reinforcements. They are defending on Wake. They got the island name right. He's waiting for interceptors so he could defend. Transport plane, which. Do I begin shuttling? Yeah, let's go ahead and just do that. We'll rebase and then pull out and go back to the other location. We need another naval bomber on there before I send him out, and those are all reinforcements as well. Okay, cool. Let's get a little bit further here. I know I've only played a week. I want to get, which reminds me, I need to save the game. I haven't even done that since I started. So bad. I need to remember when I start playing, I need to immediately go into. Well, we went down on supplies quite. The convoy out, I think, is what's doing it. Let's get this up quite a bit here. Reinforcements. Oh, that went up quite a bit, but we'll leave that be. And our upgrades, we'll just leave that alone where that's at. All right. So they've engaged us in Clark Field, but we knocked them away. Gun ability, we're going to keep that. That's 1937 tech. We need to get that. Once this is reduced, then I can pull all my Marines out of the Philippines and restage them to where I need them. I think I said 4. I'm going to be sending over here for Dutch East Indies operations, Palembang. So the 3 that I have in this area here, I might just take the 2 that are up here. I might just take the 2. Send them out here. By the way, do we have? Can I click on that island? There we go. Johnston Island. Let's see what the range. 1306. So landing craft easily can make it there. I mean, I wasn't concerned, but I just want to double check on that range. How are we doing here? Everything looks good. We've got planes in the area. I've got landing craft coming in. Well, more landing craft as well. Alrighty. Oh. Let's get you guys spun up. I think I kind of had a rebase, but wanted to make sure they got some of their organization back. And air intercept all over. We don't know where the enemy's coming, but we want to make sure that we're ready for them. I don't think I have anything else. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Naval combat. Oh, what is this? Where? Oh, these are all subs. Just off the coast of, just off of Midway there. But they might be trying to escape. That might be the deal because I don't see anybody in there anymore. I don't see any more American units around, so they might be trying to escape. There's one that's damaged, so that's possible. Let's find out what happens. Yeah, just a bunch of damaging. It's hard to tell. No, I'm going this way. But I have another group going that way too, so I don't know. With the way the arrows are, he could be going that way or that way. He might be coming in to reinforce Midway, perhaps. There is a sub there. All the subs took some hits there. Our CAG's getting kind of tired. What are these combats here? Manila, we're getting attacked there. Southeastern Wake Island. A sub attacking our landing craft. Empty landing craft. Light carriers coming to the rescue. Let's kind of watch this in action here. There we go. Outdated planes and outdated army equipment happened to us, and I think I can tell you why. With the planes, we have 1938 tech. We don't, we're so far behind. Or actually, this is what it looks at is, what tech is your prototypes. They're well out of where they need to be. And army equipment, that's probably going to be these guys here. We need to take care of that. Let's push these up. Because we're about to switch over to 19, or it did switch over to 1942. That's why those events hit us. 1939 tech. Yeah, we'll keep that going. Yeah, my Navy tech is looking much better now, but my Army and Air tech not looking so great. Annual espionage and economic boost. Be careful not to click the revoke the Soviet-Japanese pact. We're doing okay in resources. Let's give us IC. We need IC efficiency. All right, this is what I'm going to look at here. We've got our who is here? Oh, those light carriers. I was like, I'm not recognizing any of those names. What are they? Those are my newer light carriers. Okay, so they saw the J goes up. Oh, what's our CAG going to do here? CAG's getting kind of thrashed. Eek. CAG may not do so well here either. We can take a quick peek. Yeah, that battle was over pretty quickly. This is around Midway. These are all their subs. Not too worried about that. This is also a bunch of subs. Just off of Midway there. Well, let's watch what happens here. A bunch of them are running away. Yeah, subs are just running away when they can. Our CAG just off in Midway. We're just basically bouncing off of whatever air units Midway Island has on them. We're not really doing anything else of great note. Midway Island, 3 Marines plus their associated headquarter units, 78% chance against USMC Defender. Switching over the day. Hopefully it doesn't mean we're crashing. There we go. New resource discovered. What? I have never seen this before. Where's Tarlac? So that's in the Philippines. I'm sure. So did we discover it because we captured it and we didn't know about it before? Or is this like a new event, new type of event? I've never, as much as I've been playing this game, this modification, Black Ice, I've never seen this type of event pop up before. So I don't know if this is like a random thing. This has a chance of happening. Is this something that's associated with Tarlac, with that province? I mean, that's cool. I'm not going to complain. I'm puppeting the Philippines regardless, though I could really use that chromite. Huh. Musashi, yes, we shall build her for sure. I think she appears not down here. Oh, we gotta take care of our reinforcements there. I got too many. Supplies, we're in the negatives. Holy cow. We got 1,800 convoyed out, 14 into network, 14 return to stockpile. That's like really weird numbers there. Um, how much money? Oh, that's 20 bucks. Yeah, we'll keep that going. All right. Musashi. That might be somewhere around here. No, that's destroyers. Here, Musashi. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and send them rebase over there. I need to attach it to a destroyer group. Actually, build it up a bit more. So the Musashi's gonna sit, not too much. Carrier tech, jumping up. Let's take a look. Make sure I'm not trying to research anything that's too late or too far in advance. Carrier armor thickness. We can. Where's carrier armor thickness? I just want to see how far that's gotten. Yep, there we go. So that got boosted up quite a bit to the point where now, when I go to research it in 1944, when that's available, or when I should be researching it, the I'm halfway through it. But yeah, that frees up that fortunately frees up a spot here. I'm doing so well now in carrier tech. I wonder if I should slide on over with my research minister, my science minister. Who could replace you with? Yeah, we're okay with cruiser and capital tech as well. Carrier specialist, small plane specialist, maybe. Maybe throw him into the mix now. I mean, research efficiency would be pretty good. Then I would use this guy anyway. Yeah, I would need Kiichiro, just because that's our party. Medium plane, I say extra leadership might be nice as well too. But let's do small plane specialist. Do we have science? No. So small plane specialist. This may help me in my where I'm kind of lagging in tech in my small planes. So let's go ahead and select him. Now that we've gotten that carrier tech out of the way, it'd be another quarter, another 4 months, 3 months before we got another boost to our tech carrier tech anyway. Let's just focus on something different. Money and national unity. Oh, 0.7. We'll do the low yield because it gives us the greatest. That'll get us up to 79.8 because we need to get up to 80% for the heavy industry emphasis. I need an 80 unity or switch over to communism. The emperor says no. So yeah, low yield bonds will get me up to 79.8. So I'm just 0.2 of percentage point away from getting up to that magical 80%. So let's go ahead and do that. Looks. Why do we lose? Okay, yeah, we pointed to him, sure. Small air search. Well, that's 1943 tech, so we can drop that off. Okay, why did we lose code press 43? Did it? I'm thinking now. When the GA level 4 popped in, I was a bit confused because like why I don't have that many puppets. I mean Manchuria, Menjiang, China, Siam. Those are the only puppets that I have at this point in time. the co-prosperity sphere to get to 4. To get to where I'm at now, it says I need 5 total. Korea, I think Korea is considered a puppet. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, and if Korea's, so that's 5. That's why I'm puppeting the Philippines because it counts towards that. So does Burma, for that matter. Um, so yeah, I was wondering why I jumped up to this when I didn't have the number of puppets available. That's fine. That's about where I expected to be anyway. All right, let's go a little bit further here. Man, my supply situation's so hard. Hopefully that arranges itself pretty well. Naval combat, where are we at? This is around Midway. Subs, okay. Speaking of Midway, I can't see what's here. I don't know what that unit comprises of, but I think it's got to be a Marine unit and then some. It's not just a Marine regiment only, like what Wake and Guam had. So it's got to be like an anti-tank, anti-air, something along those lines. Headquarter unit. But we are definitely handling it. Subs galore attacking me all around. Not a big deal. I'm seeing some of our fleets also have have some supply issues. Big. I thought I had up to 50,000, and all of a sudden it started going way down. I wasn't paying attention. Interesting event. I haven't played this far in the United States, I don't believe, so I don't know what this does exactly. Oh, that's a crash. Bummer. Welp. Fortunately, I had saved not too long ago. Yeah, on the 30th, which that was the first time I had saved. So we only lost a couple days. As you can see, Hearts of Iron 3 has issues. Still, the modification doesn't really help too much either. But I appreciate you watching up to this point. When we come back, we will take opportunity to pick up right where we had, left off on my last save, before I'd saved, which hopefully was starting the invasion of Midway and then going from there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch up with you very shortly.